Hey guys, we're here with Rehan, who just finished top 4 at Toronto Regionals with Rescue Ace. How are you liking the deck for this format?
It's been serving me really well. I've been playing it since like YCS Cancun, so it's been a long time with the deck, and I'm really happy to finally get a top with it.
Awesome. Well, I guess before we get to the list, just want to give you these Team Sam sleeves. You can certainly use my code for 10% off.
Thank you.
Other than that, yeah, let's get right to the list.
All right. So it's nothing like spectacular. So 2 hydrants. You play the Double Star package, so I thought 3 isn't necessary. It's kind of like just repetitive. Thought 2 was fine. 3 of these, 3 of these. These really help you push it into boards. 1 of these because it's better than the Fire Attacker because engine is really strong. 2 Preventers and 2 Turbulence. So it's a very standard Rescue Ace board. Lineup. And the reason I was able to top with the deck, the Dia Bellstar package. I know people play 3. I thought 1 is fine. I also played Prosperities in the deck, so I just, I thought like 1 was fine. You don't want to lose too much advantage value from your hands. And then, yeah. This hidden effect for like the graveyard on the follow-up is pretty good. So I didn't know that until like midway through the tournament. 1 HQ for the grind game, 3 emergency, obviously, and then the entire lineup. A lot of the time, I side out like Contain going second, especially against like combo decks, because like Extinguish is fine because you can like still set it with Turbulence and still pop it because of Hydrant's effect. But I side out like, because you don't want to draw these. So I side out Contain a lot going second into combo decks, specifically combo, because you just want like a lot of hand traps and just to stop them, and you have like 1-card combos that get you across the board. Consistency, you play the 1 Rhoda. I played 2 Prosperities. Steven told, I built this deck with Steven Santoli, if you guys know, 1 YCS Indianapolis. He convinced me on the Prosperity because when we were initially like theorying the deck, instead of playing like the 3 Witch, like this just gives you like more flexibility of like what to do, and really solidifies like your end board and gets you into like hand traps and things like that. And basically the theory was that for every extra Prosperity that you have, you can play through like 1 additional hand trap, which it paid off really well. Then I played a lot of hand traps, so 3 QCR Impermanence, 3 Ash Blossoms, 3 Effect Failures, and instead of opting for like a 4th hand trap, I actually just played Super Poly. I thought this was really good because a lot of people are playing Econ into the Rescue Ace mirror match. So when people take your monsters with Econ, it really allows you to play well with Super Poly because it gets you a lot of value. It's really good into the mirror match because you make Mud Dragon. It's good against Manadium. You make the Draco Quist. A lot of people are ending on the SP. So SP is a warrior. I play Guilty Gearfried. So your normal summon of Airlifter. Your normal summon of Airlifter with SP gets you into Guilty Gearfried, which can be targeted and just negates and pops. So I thought it would get a lot of good value. And it actually did. I think this was probably like the overperformer for me in the main deck. So that is the main deck lineup. Overall, pretty standard outside the Super Poly. For me, it was serving me really well. And I know Steven played Econ, but I thought Super Poly was really good. I can do the extra deck next. So extra deck, my end board was not playing Firewall. I was playing Heatsoul Pass or Heatsoul Control. And basically the theory was because I wanted to play the Super Polys, I had to commit 4 extra deck spaces to the fusion package. So Draco Quest for Manadium and Dragonlink type boards, this for the mirror match and other miscellaneous matchups, this for when people go like Burrow and SB Pass, and this is again for card decks like Labyrinth and other matchups. So because you need to allot 4 cards for this engine, you can't actually play the Firewall package. And so I thought the toolbox package of like Heatsoul, IP, and just because of SP, I thought this package was really good. I play a lot more hand traps in my side. I don't play any actual going first cards. I play a lot of hand traps. And so basically I got evenly Lightning Storm and Dustard a lot, but it didn't matter because I was consistently going like Heatsoul, IP, Pass. And I would draw into like 1 hand trap on my turn, 1 hand trap on my opponent's turn. IP would turn into like SP Little Knight, Banish, play out evenly. It just gives you a lot more flexibility of like what you want to do, and because of like the layered interruptions, people find it really difficult to play into your boards. And because of like the very popularized build is with like Baron SP or the Firewall build, people are actually straying away from breakers against Raze, which really benefits my end board because I don't have actual protection against breakers. I just keep in mind that breakers exist and try to like mitigate the damage that they do. So yeah, that was my end board. This is basically my end board. Very super simple end board, but it really allows you to play well. Access code Unicorn, Heatsoul, Heat Leo, Phoenix, Hida, Apple, and I play Security Dragon. So basically, the entire line lets you go into like Security Dragon and Karibo. And these two get into your Heatsoul and draw one. And so the normal combo that everyone does with like the airlifter set for turbulence, stat 4 with turbulence, alert add preventer. With that line, you can go Link Rainbow, Security Dragon, then go into Heatsoul. They will never Nibiru you because you're not getting any advantage off of it. So you go into your Heatsoul. Heatsoul will draw you one. Now, depending on the strength of your hand, if you have sufficient hand traps, you might not actually need to go into IP with like an extender. So in that case, the preventer that you added with alert can just banish the hydrant, summon your alert out. Again, they're not going to Nibiru you because if they Nibiru you over there, you add back the hydrant, you have a nib token, and then you can go into an IP. So because they never Nibiru you, you go into the preventer and the Heatsoul. You make a 2-mat Apo, and then you have a Link Rebo Engrave, you have the hydrant. And they can attack over this Apo because you have your entire suite of rescue spell and traps, but this is also 1600 and you have a Link Rebo Engrave. So the moment they enter battle phase, you can go ahead, Link Rebo, send your hydrant to the grave, and now they can attack over your Apo. So it just really solidifies your end board and plays against breakers really well. Last but not least, I played Fire Attacker. So basically this swaps out with Fire Engine into the combo matchups because that makes your your Impulse a pseudo Phantasme. And so basically going second, we play anywhere from 15 to 18 hand traps depending on the deck. So the hand traps of question, you have your Nibirus, your Drolls, and your Druid Swarms. For like tier matchups, for like Infernoble tier, other matchups, Vanadium. So you play the entire suite of hand traps, so you want to draw into them, hence why you switch out Fire Engine for this. This was for Pearly overlap, but also a recommendation Steven made to me. The entire thinking was there's a lot of hand traps right now, so people are playing Imperm Veilers, and because you have the entire SP setup, people are really hand trapping your Turbulence a lot. So this is kind of like a pseudo call buy unless your Turbulence resolve, just because when your Turbulence does resolve, you're so far ahead. If they don't hit it, it's a great defensive card as well that you can set into your back row. So, and it also helps out Caesar in the Unchained matchup. Duster, I honestly don't know why I played it. I was just if I draw into it, I draw into it because also with Prosperity. And last but not least, I also played Reinforced. This was a conceptual card that I was trying over the past few days. I think the hardest matchup for this deck is actually Unchained. Unchained can crack your board, and they play hand traps as well. So it's really difficult for you to actually trade well with them a lot of time, and they can just break your board. So I played Reinforced because all of their destruction is with monster removal. So if you reinforce a Turbulence, you have a 4500 Turbulence that can't be outed properly, at least when any of the Unchained monster effects, and then it allows you to get a lot of follow-up, which helps beat the Unchained matchup in the grind game because they can't kill you. So I never sided this in, but it was great in theory, and I tried it all on DB and it was good. I don't know if I'll play it again. Maybe I might just swap this for Dweller because I played a lot of played tier last round, and it's probably the hardest matchup. That is it for my relatively standard raised deck profile. Shoutouts, I want to shout out Steven Santoli, great performance over the past season. Council Ravina for my testing circle, really good in terms of helping me test in theory. And also Nigel Lamb for putting me on this deck ages ago. So I got Turbulences when they were dollars, Hydrants when they were $6, and yeah, I've been playing it ever since.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you.